Patterson. We are at the 13th annual St. Louis Prototype Modelers Meet. I'm doing an outdoor photo shoot. We're going to talk about this table saw. That's absolutely magnificent. This is the best hobby in the world.
What's neat?
What's neat?
What's neat?
What's neat starts now.
Catch the What's Neat podcast every week and full episodes of What's Neat every month at the Model Railroad Hobbyist YouTube page.
Hey.
Hey!
It's Ed Dressel, all the way from Colorado.
Yay! I'm ready.
I know.
You ready?
Denny's on our table.
I know. Hi, Denny.
Hey, Denny. Soundboard is on, right? Make sure we have sound.
Do what? Oh, Ed, there's a mic over
This
there.
is what you have a mic? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't want to.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
See, all right. I can hear everyone now.
All right, let's do show 266. We have Richard in the room.
266. Okay.
And I have a pencil. Ready, set, go. Give us a countdown, Richard.
3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week video podcast is supported by enthusiastic model railroaders just like you.
These are anyway.
And by GL Robotics. With over 61 colors of 3D printing filaments in stock, your gateway to new technology. Check out their website at glroboticsusa.com. Further support is provided by Microengineering, keeping you on track with quality products for 55 years. Check out their website at www.microengineering.com. Order from your local dealer or order direct by calling 1-800-462-6975. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com. And by Intermountain Railway Company, where the detail makes the difference. Check out their website at intermountain-railway.com. Additional support is provided by Yelsma Graphics, America's leading distributor of quality railroad art and embroidered clothing since 1985. Check out their website at yelsma.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast. This is the What's Neat This Week show in model railroading, show number 266.
Wow.
For March 2nd, 2024. I'm your host, Ken Patterson, the host of the What's Neat show at Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine. And yes, the April show has been being produced in the last couple of weeks down here with a lot of layout construction projects that have been going on. And I thought I had like 5 or 6 clips, and it's more like 100. So here comes the edit.
Yay.
Tonight we got a lot of great people on the set. As always, some of the best modelers in the world, including one of my most favorite prolific modelers that I've known since he was 14 years old, Ed Dressel. Hey, Eddie.
How you doing?
It's good to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
One of the last how-tos you did for us, as I recall, was sagebrush.
Yeah, we did
And
a
you
sagebrush. Yeah, took it straight from Utah. Brought it back for you.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. I still have that in the garage. Thank you very much.
Nice.
An endless
It's supposed to go on the layout, Ken, just for the, yeah.
It's here. Sitting right next to me, we've got Joshua Barton.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Josh.
Hello.
Your clouds are the hit. That's Broadway Limited loves your clouds.
Yay.
Sitting right next to Joshua, we've got Stephen Mantilla.
Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Glad to be here.
It's awesome to have you as always. You and Glenda are probably preparing to celebrate, and the house is decorated for spring. Is that right? Easter?
That is correct. Easter stuff is up, yes.
So the Easter train set is running around the room.
Mm-hmm. Yes, got to have the unfortunate part is we had the discussion before I came here is they don't make really any St. Patrick's Day cars that we don't seem to have. So
Yes.
that's what Glenda wants me to work on.
Just
is
get a
something
bunch
that
of
way.
gold coins and
Gold
coins.
coins. Yes, that's it.
Throw
A
them
little
in there.
leprechaun and
You're
little Lucky
good.
Charms,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff in,
Yep.
in the car. We were ready to go.
Yeah. Green beer. Tubs of green beer.
Tonight on the show, we also have a train running around the room, as we've been trying to do for the last few shows, because it's sort of, kind of interesting.
That's kind of our thing.
That's what
isn't
we
it?
do.
That's
very nice.
We do
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
let's go
yeah.
run some trains.
Yeah.
I've got some SD80 Mac locomotives from Atherton running tonight. Actually, it's their CSX, according to the side of the cab. So this is after CSX took over. But this is the auto parts train with the 86-foot high cube boxcars. I think a lot of those are tangents and a lot of Intermountain auto racks. So that's the train that you guys will see going around the room.
Those auto wrecks sure are nice too.
All right. So last week, after you guys left, after the show last week, I went upstairs to hang out with Holly and left the train running down here. And that was the Pac-Man train. And I guess it separated somewhere in the room. What happened was one of the couplers screws came loose, and the Katie coupler dropped down, dug the hose into the frog, jammed. So the train continues running around the room, and then rear ends the 83 car train with the new ladders on it. And accordions, as I show you this video clip. Look, train derailments are not a pleasant thing in the prototype, but in the model, when they replicate the prototype as well as this did, the accordion shape, and how did the one coal car get on top of the... I would love to have seen it happen.
I want to see the results of your drug test.
Nine broken ladders from this little... Anyway, it was interesting, and that's why I shared it.
Never leave a train unmanned. Haven't you seen Unstoppable?
It ran perfect for 4 days. Like this one is running perfect down here, right?
That's right, until you turn your back and then boom.
Until the cameras turn on.
Then it happens.
That's how
right.
accidents
Yes.
happen.
That's right.
It happens. Yes.
Yep.
So rock and roll. So we don't have Mike Buddy in the room tonight because he's in lovely Florida, checking out the Green Bay.
That's right. The Cardinals called him up and said, Mike, we need your assistance down here, and he went right down there. So he's getting our team back together for the season.
Let's hope so.
Yes.
Is it teaching him how to hit, or is it more
I
the
guess.
pictures?
I
is he
think,
working
he's
with?
just yelling and
Oh,
pointing.
yeah, okay, pointing
He's
it
good
at.
that,
Come on.
so, yeah,
I don't see Mike as a yelling guy.
No,
just
I
saying.
don't
but-
either,
It,
but
it's that look more than the. It's a silent yell.
The look.
That's right.
He got that from his mom. That's how that always works. All right, Ed Dressel, you said that you were on the East Coast at one of the largest train shows in the country, known as Amherst.
Amherst, yeah, absolutely.
And you were impressed with, tell us about
Everything.
that experience.
Listen, I've been out there 3 years, not in a row, but 3 years, and every year it gets better that I've been there. The manufacturers that are there, right? Everybody's in that mindset of what's new and what's going on at the beginning of the year. Good vibe on East Coast modelers, right? Everybody, Jeff Thaxton, shout out to him. Of course, I was there with Oak Hill, right? Jeff Otto.
Jeff Otto.
Nice.
Good man.
Hi,
We
Jeff.
hung out. And yeah, just a lot of good crowd, good vibe, new products, right?
There was a lot of neat new announcements.
Absolutely was, yeah.
I think Bachman announced a new Acela, which is great for the Northeast
Northeast,
corridor
yeah.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they also announced Amtrak Midwest, Amtrak America or Midwest
I think so,
coaches.
yeah.
The new ones that Siemens had just manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the red. The candy stripe paint is gone now. It appears.
Yeah.
But how exciting that a manufacturer is coming out with a product as quickly as the prototypes were. How long we wait. When you were 14, we were waiting for the GSB SD40-2 shell to come out with. SD40-2s had already been out for 7 years before the GSB shell came out. And then I believe that Concor made the first ready-to-go painted, which was really cool at the time.
Yeah.
And before Atherton and everybody else jumped on that bandwagon.
It was every 2 years. There was one thing that came out.
And now with 3D printing.
One thing right after
Yeah,
the other.
yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm
pretty
officially
amazing.
broke. It's okay.
Yeah, we all are. How that works.
All right, we've got some really cool locomotives on the table tonight and some freight cars from Intermountain. Not to disappoint and give you some wonderful eye candy, these are the brand new GP16 locomotives with Loke sound in them. EMD GP16s. How cool is that?
They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
I know,
sure
right?
are.
And the sound system in them sounds pretty amazing. I put one of them on the track and it came to life. I got 4 paint schemes right here. The first one is, and I shot these outside this week, the R.J. Corcoran.
Corman.
Did I say right? Corman Railroad. R.J. Corman Railroad Company. This locomotive is in the red and a silver paint scheme. Locomotive number 1739 is on the table with the gray walkways. That's a nice looking locomotive. I've also got the Santa Fe Southern. What a neat paint scheme this
Boy,
is.
that's neat.
GP16 here. This one's got gray walkways on it. Or they might be blue. I haven't decided what color that is, but it looks really interesting.
Let's go with bluish gray.
Locomotive number 93 looks great in sunlight. The Family Line system, the GP16 Seaboard Coastlines on the side of the cab. Locomotive number 4702.
She's pretty.
Yeah, it's neat.
The last one I've got is the Pioneer Rail Company GP16. This is in black with yellow graphics on it. Locomotive number 1607. Just absolutely neat
love those
and new
colors.
to the market
Yeah.
in HO scale. First, I mean, a lot of the stuff they've been sending us all winter was N scale stuff, so I'm glad to see the HO stuff coming out. We've also got their brand new 4750 cubic foot 3-bay rib side hoppers. And this is a hopper car that I pulled out my old one that we ran on the Midwest Valley Modelers Lab back in the late 80s, early 90s. And my goodness, the improvements that they've made, all of the various details and graphics is apparent. When I compared the two side by side, we looked at them tonight.
I
Absolutely.
mean, these walkways are amazing looking.
In different hatches.
Yeah.
First one I've got is a 4750 cubic foot 3-bay rib side hopper. This is in Santa Fe Mineral Brown with reporting marks ATSF, car number 313729. Nice looking car out in real sunlight. This one has ribbed hatches on top. And Ed Dressel brought this up when we were looking at them. The Santa Fe's got a stiffener on it, which was designed, you said, to help add strength to,
Yes.
obviously,
Did
to the car.
Kurt could talk more to that. But yeah.
Next one is Union Pacific 3-bay hopper in gray, UP number 74768 with silver roof walks on it. I mean, these things are beautiful. This one has a stiffener also and has smooth hatches on the roof, as I've shot these from on top and on the side so you can see them. BNSF swoosh paint scheme, car number 429710. This is silver hatches on top. Smooth silver hatches on top on this mineral brown car with no stiffener. This car hasn't got that extra detail on the edge. Last one is Burlington Northern in green. This one also has that stiffener on it that we keep talking about. Car number 449265. Again, fantastic looking models. Check them out at the Intermountain Railway.com website. There's a lot of neat models to be had there. And we will have Chris Palomares on the show coming up next month. And Denny Yelsma is going to be here in April.
He's right here. Did I catch you off guard?
Hey, Denny.
Sorry.
Hi, Denny.
Hi, Denny. How are you? Look, Denny's here. He's not just going to be on the show on the 16th. He's
I know,
here
right?
now.
He had really good luck in Amherst.
Yes, he did.
Amherst was a good show for him. And another thing he's been selling a lot of now is clubs are approaching him to buy
Logo gear.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Isn't
Yeah.
that great?
T-shirts for summertime train shows and
Good,
things like that.
good.
He's very happy with what's going on there. All right, Joshua, what do you got going on, brother? I know you're always working on something at work, but today we're talking about trains.
I know. I'm working on my new studio, painting the walls black. I'm getting some more of the ceiling up and the clouds up and some more lights hung and getting everything together. Next thing I'm gonna do is put my thunder and lightning in so I can finish up with the ceiling and move on to a work area and workstations. So once I have those built, then I can maybe focus on trains for a little while. I'm really excited.
Well, you got a
about
lot
Can't
of
wait to
irons
see
in the
it,
fire.
yeah.
I do. I
You're
do.
doing home improvements. You're working the job. My goodness. How do you even? I don't even know how you do it.
I don't.
But I love it when you call me on the phone and say I'm working on the layout.
Yeah. It's very few and far between, but I get to do it I try and do it for at least an hour or two every night after work, just as a little bit of a decompression, even if it's just an hour of organizing things. So I'm going through all of my old tools, all my father's old tools. I'm digging through a garage that has had 40 years worth of stuff in it. So it's a long and tedious thing, but every little bit gets closer and closer to me playing with trains in the basement. So it's
Excellent.
exciting.
I know, right?
Very nice.
Yes.
So now the layout is in your friend's basement.
Nope.
And that's going to get moved to your home, right?
It's almost done being moved.
It's all done, and and is the roundhouse going to be included in this new setup?
The roundhouse will be included in the new setup, and downtown DeSoto will be included in the setup, and that will be a static layout that will stay in place. And then on the sides of DeSoto and the north end and the south end, I will have Fremo modules that will plug in.
Okay.
So I can have
Very
this, I'll have 4 or 5 of those and they'll all plug together to make it a round.
Right.
And then when I want to pull the car in, I just put them, slide them all to the side where the rest of the model is, and I can pull the car in and out.
Very nice.
So, yeah, it's well thought out, I hope.
And I thought last week, maybe it's coming up, we need to have a get together.
Yeah.
I want to come down, hang out,
Yeah.
see how it's all laying out.
We can tape a show there.
We absolutely could. That
I
would
have
be
all
fun.
the capabilities.
It would be fun to tape a show at Mike's house.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, Mike's house.
I mean, let's-
all the models all at one time.
Everybody, if everyone wants to come to Mike's house, we're inviting everyone in.
Sounds like a
That
good
might be
idea.
a 24-hour show, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
let's
that's
not
perfect.
let's not tell Mike until that day. It'll be fun.
It'll be a big surprise.
Melissa
for
will
him.
love that.
will have.
Yes.
She will.
I'd be very happy,
Sorry
I'm sure.
in advance, Melissa.
What a bunch of nice guys. So, Steve Mantilla, it looks like you've got some O-scale beautiful models on the table.
Yeah, we were having, what was it, a couple weeks ago, we were having trucks and loads and that
Yeah.
type of thing. So I brought some things that were on the shelf. And yes, as Joshua pointed out, there's a little dust still on them, that type of thing. As
That's
they've
weathering,
been displayed
careful.
for years.
Patina.
Yes,
Yes,
that's it. They've been
patina.
displayed there. The little Lionelville setup with the crane there. And
These
then,
are
of course,
Lionel?
This one is from Lionelville.
Are the
And that-
trucks, Lionel? Those are nice cabs.
Yeah.
And that, so it's just, we picked a couple, Glenda and I picked a couple trucks that we would do and just show something on the, have something to show on the show.
Very cool. I really like this one. This one's
It's very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds political. United we stand. Is that, that's
Uh-oh.
a union thing? Is that a union thing,
It's
United we stand?
Patriot City, United We Stand.
So they're hauling a sign.
They're holding a sign. Says United We Stand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So now you're working on train shows. You're obviously working your business. You're still
Yep.
working.
Always got something to do.
What are your plans for running trains besides the Easter train and all the normal general setups? Are you thinking, entertaining thoughts, chewing on the idea of building something?
I still just like my Lionel train setup I have at the house there, and
It's pretty
deciding
cool.
of what else
I've
to.
seen it.
Zachary doesn't like it sometimes since it's in the basement of his house, but then again, since it's my house actually. But I just like alternating what I'm gonna run. Right now, I'm running a Pennsylvania GG1 with some passenger cars on the layout there, and I was explaining it to Glenda that different sizes of passenger cars, why
Right.
people like certain ones. Some people don't want to buy them because there's nowhere to run them on the layout because of the curves and that. So they're not really the best, but they're running and they run that way. But yes, you've got to make sure that there's things out of the way because there's the clearances that they need that way. So I enjoy my same thing. After you come home at night and you want to do something, just get away and just enjoy your time by yourself, that aspect.
That's awesome.
Did you have that scale at a younger age? Like, was this something that's carried forward for you? And
Basically, I got into the Lionel. My dad had
Okay.
HO, and for some reason, when I started picking up cars, I think it was more for the sake of some of the different Lionel seemed to have more cars that do different things.
Action car-
action
yeah,
cars.
sure.
Yeah.
The different things that way. So that's why I was drawn to more. But I always got to see the HO my dad had, so he did that. So
very cool.
That's cool. That's so mainstream, though. Lionel is probably, three rail is probably bigger than HO scale.
Oh yeah.
Give or
Lionel
take. I mean,
Nation
it's
is huge out there.
Yeah.
It shows. I hate to say it, HO does sell a little bit better than Lionel, but everybody knows they all have the story that goes with Lionel. Everybody
Absolutely.
had that train set.
Yep.
Everybody had that under the
Yeah.
Christmas tree. Everybody after the war, everybody had
Yep.
a train set, and Lionel tended to be the set they had.
Well, and that's the beauty of this hobby, though, right? There's a look and a feel and a type of train, different scale,
Yes.
right? Different reasons to model. So
And the memory that it
And
brings.
I was
going
gonna
to
say, yeah.
whatever it just it brings them back to a certain time, and it doesn't matter whether it was American Fly or Lionel. They just had a train, and that's it. It really meant something. It meant a lot more
Yeah.
at the time.
I engaged
with
the
it, and
question
that's
with you because that's what it did for me, right? Like I remember it under my Christmas tree. That's the sound of it, right?
Yes.
Like it
Oh,
takes
the
me back to
sound
that
of it.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my God, I just heard the sound.
Yeah, see, right? Yeah.
I mean, I love HO, but yeah, O scale will always be in my heart. Be
Yeah.
my first train. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Special shout out to Kurt Strower and Bill Waymeyer that are with us tonight.
Yeah.
Celebrity guests.
That's right.
Bill Bill Waymeyer models the Katie. And we used to hang out at his house when you and I were much younger, 25 years ago maybe, around the late 80s probably.
Yeah. Early
This
90s.
was before I did the Midwest Valley layout.
It was
probably.
it was equal.
Was it
it was
after,
parallel.
At the same time?
It was parallel.
There was a lot going on.
I
back
heard
then.
stories about plaster flying from these guys on the way down here. So
Oh, I might have made a mess.
yeah, they said they're still peeling plaster off of cars that were 50 foot away.
The scenery came out good though. The end result was decent. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was good to practice on somebody else's layout before you do it on your own. That was
There's the key. Take a note.
Yeah.
still look good though.
Yeah, it was fun. Good times.
That's fantastic.
All right. Anything else going around the table that we want to talk about before I do layout construction something?
If you guys, your club is planning on having some kind of meet or swap, and you want to give us your information, we would be happy to talk about it on this show and promote it.
Right.
Because anything that promotes the train hobby is what we're all about.
Right. We would very much love to advertise your train shows. We've had good luck with it with Steve Mantia's show.
Absolutely.
We've had good luck
Your
with
dad's.
Ken Bird's show. We used to help with the Great American Train Show stuff, and we still do with them. So yeah, it's a great venue to get the word out because this show is nationwide. Hell, it's worldwide. 20% of our audience is overseas.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
And the viewership numbers lately this spring have been going up, as well as our subscriptions. Subscribers are around
That's
16,000.
great. That's great.
So yeah, check it out, kenpatterson.com. There's a section on there for train shows. It explains the cost, the fees, and how we can go about presenting your show with visuals, show photographs of the venue, and help sell tables. It's a great way to do it. And so far the guys, in fact, this is the Lawrence Model Railroad Club show this weekend.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear how that turned out.
Yeah.
Been working all week on the layout. I've been enjoying that, getting a lot done, and shooting a lot of video clips for the What's Neat show on layout construction. Working on the back section of a module that we originally started building on 2 years ago and did a segment on the show on how to build this area for loading, where the cement covered the tracks. Now I'm built this Walthers, this is a machine shop building. And I started laying out the scene with this building where I wanted to have cement pads and a cement base under the building, repurpose the building so that trains no longer run through it. It's now equipment, John Deere equipment, Caterpillar equipment, backhoes, things like that, maybe service, lubrication, whatever they do at this establishment where they got rail service to load and unload. So I started out with the original machine shop, which is closest to you, and I got B-roll of this too. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this edit, but I wanted to modify the building and take off this part of the building that jutted out to the side, and make it smoother, shorter, bring it in, condense it, so there's room for a service road next to the building between the tracks.
Sure.
So rather than cut up the original building that was there, I bought another Walthers machine shop, and it was easier to modify the parts when they were flat. You could cut them on the table saw, paint them the appropriate color, and otherwise do a better job than you did on the first time on the building. And it came out decent. This part of the building is modified, it's flat, but it still has the characteristic of the 2 stages of height. Plus the roof is completely removable and can be put back on in the event that I want to do lighting and interior on it. So kind of just working on that part of the layout. It's just amazing to me how much time it takes for planning, how much time it takes to actually execute the process. Even though I got a fully prepared studio where I can build things very quickly, the drying of the cement doesn't speed up any faster. The process of thinking things through, where things go, how it's going to lay out, the just leveling the building, getting the pad poured for the main building, and then figuring out the water runoff in the parking lot areas. So many different things. So I appreciate engineers a great deal in society.
And I know how you love to watch paint dry too. So
Well, as you say, we listen to a lot of airport disasters while we're working on it.
Yep, Smithsonian Channel. Love it.
A lot of neat stuff going on. Throttle holders. The UWT 100 throttle is hanging in this wooden throttle holder. Now, why do I do this? Because sometimes at my desk when I'm working on projects, I just want that throttle sitting there. I leave it, the LED display lit all the time, so I can look up and make sure
see,
things
what's
are
going
running.
on. Yeah.
So it's just a convenient, neat thing made out of a simple little peg for hanging up candy at a store. I thought, well, how can I use that? So rock and roll. Something interesting to think about. You can make it to fit anything.
What do you got
Digitrax,
competition?
No, Woody. I know, right? I'm not competing. This is the only one that's ever going to get
One-time
built.
shop. Okay.
Yeah.
But just something interesting, just another facet of the hobby.
Yep.
So coming up on 21, I think we're going to round this one out
Yeah.
because there's so much more exciting stuff
I
going
want to
on.
run that Santa Fe Southern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to look that up. I want to know where it runs. I want to know everything
I
about
actually
it tonight.
saw it live.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Where?
Yeah, in Santa Fe. Right? Yeah.
So the GP16 is still running.
Down there. Yep.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's go. We need to see it.
You and Mike are always going on field trips.
Well, because you're always in the basement.
Well, now I'm on a day schedule. I'm awake during the
Ken,
day.
Are you want to go somewhere? No.
4 o'clock in the morning is when the alarm goes off. I am up and in the studio at 4 a.m. I get a head start.
Well, that's horrible.
Coffee, cigarette, sunrise, and boom. I mean, I shot this sunrise clip the other day of just this Pac-Man train going past the sunrise. So I could run it during screen roll credits.
Yeah,
Just another idea how to take advantage of the sun when it's straight behind the house, because in the summertime it's up there. It moves.
You're worrying me with that pencil.
All right, well, I'm retiring the pencil.
DeSoto was this big earlier, so I had to watch out because I was about to get hit by DeSoto. So
Best
It's
hobby in the
big,
world.
It's big.
With some of the best people in it sitting all around me right now tonight. Be sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you get that notification on when the next show comes out. Ed Dressel, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
It's always awesome to have you here in the studio. Richard, thank you for running camera for us tonight. We love you, brother.
Thank you to our studio audience. And thank you guys for letting us into your house. We'll see you next time.
Let's go run some trains. All right. Okay, thumbnail. That'll be easy.
Yeah.
United we stand. It sounds like something Ross was that a
No.
Ross Perot?
I don't know.
It's
I was
been a
afraid-
slogan since the
Yeah. Since
I was
like,
afraid.
I don't know.
like don't tread on me.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's been yeah.
All right, ready, set, go. Look at Richard's camera and show some teeth. And we got a thumbnail. And let camera 1 roll for 45 seconds, Richard. Good job.
Where's Michael Ducati?
I had so much more to talk about. I've got a
Bro.
3D printed freight car over there. It's amazing. I can't wait to show it to you tonight.
Really?
Yeah, Robert Steers got it for us to show off on the show. It's
Let's go look at
next
it.
week. New exciting stuff.
Nice. I like new and exciting things.
I do too.
Yay.
Thanks, buddy.
We did that pretty quick.
I know our guests are so well behaved.
They fell asleep.
The really drunk fellow that showed up.
Smoothie Bradley.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I think that's his name. And he was so nervous because by the time we went on, he was so hammered.
Oh, I remember that night. Wow. Yeah.